What is up, everyone? It is Amir, and today I'm going to be talking about how to identify daily bias as a trend trader. As the name states, we're going to find our bias for the day. And typically, as a trend trader and also as a day trader, we aren't going to be using the daily time frame to find our daily bias. Now, it sounds counterintuitive, but let me explain. If you go ahead and go to the daily time frame, we can clearly see that each of these candles take a data form, right? So we're going to have to be able to find our daily bias without actually using the daily time frame because we are taking day trades. So we're not swing trading or anything of that sort. So we will be using one of these singular daily candles to trade in between. So we're going to have to use a lower time frame from the daily time frame. We're going to have to use something smaller than a daily time frame to actually trade on in order to get into a trade. However, the thing is with this, and what many people struggle with, is understanding how you can use that bias and the trend combined to actually make a calculated decision whenever you get into these trades. So I know a lot of you guys out there struggle with finding daily bias and then even using that daily bias to combat consolidation, find trends, and just overall just be a profitable trader. So like I said, I'm about to get into how to find your daily bias. Now, the very first thing that you might notice is what I'm going to talk about, which is the first step, right? The very first thing that you may notice is that I have this green squiggly line. This is the only squiggly line that I have on the chart, but it follows price and it just moves wherever price is going. And the reason why I have that is because I use what I call the 8 EMA trend continuation model, or the 8 TCM for short. So in order to find your daily bias, you're going to be using this 8 EMA to find the trend and to gauge exactly where price is going. Now, common misconception is if you just simply, let's just say you trade at 10 o'clock in the morning, you see this daily candle right here, and once you hop on the charts, you see it's bearish, so you automatically think, okay, now I'm just gonna go bearish. Well, that could be the daily bias, and it could continue to that downside, but we need confirmation that it's actually going to be a good bias to go with going forward. Because in many cases, you can hop on the charts and it's automatically like this, but as soon as you hop on the charts, there's now a bearish trend and the bias is now to the bullish side. So the way that we depict that is that we go ahead and use this 8 EMA to form a calculated decision as to where price is going at the moment. So as we see, price opens at 8:30, and this is the 8 o'clock candle right here, and then price continues to push severely down to this bear side. However, before this, the whole time it was a bullish trend to the upside, but once New York opened, it was a downwards trend. So first thing we're going to do is go to a higher time frame, and then we're going to go work our way down. So the first thing that we want to see is time frame alignment. We want to see that every single one of these time frames will be under this 8 EMA. And if we have any of these that are over the 8 EMA, then it may signal that our bias may be incorrect. So if we go to the 4-hour, we see prices under the 8 EMA, 3-hour prices under the 8 EMA, the 2-hour prices under the 8 EMA, the 1-hour is under the 8 EMA. And then if we continue to go, we're going to see the prices under the 8 EMA. So now, since we are trend traders, we'll be getting in bearish trades because we can see that the bias is currently to the downside. And the easiest way to get into these trades is to go to a time frame where price is really respecting this 8 EMA. And the way that we find respect for this 8 EMA is we see lower highs and lower lows being formed under it. And then in order to get into a trade, we want to see a pullback to that 8 EMA, and then we get in on that lower high, and then we continue it to the downside by getting into a trade. So just a very quick example, we see prices obviously going to the downside on this 15-minute. So I'm going to let it play out. And then once it does pull back to this 8 EMA, I'm going to show you in. So right here, skipped over a few, and now we have a pullback to this 8 EMA. Price tried to test this 8 EMA and created a new lower high, made a wick right here, and we can use this as an indication that price tried to go over the 8 EMA, but it ended up staying under, and as a result, this bearish trend is still active and the bias is still active. So what we can do is go ahead and let's just target 500 ticks and 300 ticks here, and then we can just simply get in, and then as we can see, the bias is still bearish, and then we end up hitting this trade right here. So that's a super easy way to just simply find your daily bias. And if it does end up breaking through this 15-minute 8 EMA back to the upside, then you can simply go to a different time frame where it hasn't broken through, and then you can enter on that time frame because that daily bias is still to the downside. Now, once we have a couple time frames that does not support that daily bias going to the downside, let's just say it breaks to the 1 hour, then we're looking at bullish momentum to the upside because the higher time frames aren't necessarily agreeing with that bearish trend anymore. But like I said, that's a super easy way to find daily bias. Now, what about the days where it looks like this? Let's just go to the daily time frame where it looks like this. It's not necessarily a easy time frame to predict. It's not necessarily a easy daily bias to come up with because we have a hammer close right here. We had price going to this downside right here, and then it created this large wick and then came straight back to this upside. So now we have to figure out what is the daily bias for a hard candle like that. So let's go ahead and go back to that same exact time that we were trading before. And then we go to 10 o'clock again. And now we see it's a little bit choppy, but we're able to see the way that we want our daily bias to go, because if we go to these lower time frames, we see that there's consolidation here, and we see that no specific way is being respected on that AEMA. And if we continue to go up in time frames, we'll notice that we do have a daily bias being formed, because we see if we go to the 2 hour, and then even if we go to this 1 hour, we can obviously clearly see that price is respecting this AEMA going to the upside, rejection here, back to the upside, 3 rejections right here, back to the upside. So now we know that once price comes to these areas on these higher time frames, then we can have our daily bias go into this upside and we can get into a trade. Or if we see a trend forming on that lower time frame, then we can get into a trade going that way. Now, of course, there's plenty of consolidation on these candles, and there's a lot of price variation whenever it comes to these candles as well. So typically on days like this, it'll be good not to trade because we don't have an obvious trend going to the upside, even though it is respecting this AEMA. And I'm sure if we continue to play it out, it will continue to go to this upside, as we can see. But on days like this where there is no clear trend and there's pretty much consolidation, even though it comes back over this AEMA and rejects off of it, typically days like this, it's good not to trade. But we know that the daily bias, if we look judging off of the AEMA respect on these other time frames, the daily bias, if we go ahead and look on the higher time frames, we'll see that it's still trending to the upside. But even if you wanted to, let's just say this candle right here, even if you wanted to get in on this candle specifically, since we already have these rejection candles that I was talking about prior, we can go ahead and just get in. Let's just say targeting 500 and let's just say targeting 600 ticks and then 450 with a stop loss. We'll continue to play it out, and then it ended up continuing to this upside, and then we ended up hitting our take profit. Barely hitting our take profit, but we still ended up hitting it nonetheless. But still, this is a good time to not trade because price isn't looking clean and it's more of consolidation until we did get that break back to the upside. And then only then did it come back to the downside once New York session opened once again, because this is a 2-hour candle, so it closed at 9. So with the daily bias, it's important to have an actual time that you trade, because if you don't have a specific time that you trade, because most people will trade during New York. So if you do trade during New York, then it'll be easier to find the daily bias versus if you don't trade New York and you have a different time that you trade versus, for example, like Sydney. If you're trading Sydney, like you won't have a daily bias to go off of with that specific candle because market just opened. So if you are a New York trader, it's super easy to find your daily bias. And even if you're not a New York trader, you'll still see that respect over or under the AEMA depending on how the market's looking and what the market is doing at that specific time. But overall, it's important to be patient, study the graph. It's gonna tell you exactly what it wants and what it's doing. And if you pay attention and really listen to it, then you'll be able to get profitable trades using this daily bias and also using this strategy as well. But that'll be it for me, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see content just like this. I post stuff like this regularly, so feel free to subscribe and drop a like if you really enjoyed this video. And go ahead and drop a comment if you have any questions or concerns about what I said. I'm going to reply to it. And if you want training and daily coaching on this, I have a free 7-day access to my coaching VIP in the description. I will help you with anything that you need, and I'll help you with passing funded accounts and getting paid out, and also helping you with trading overall as well.